Vives has designed a project for secondary education that calls students and you, their teachers, to action, para que las cosas ocurran, or let's make things happen. The teens accompanying you in the classroom today are witnesses to the transformation of the world and play a leading role in it. Your students are part of the generation that will have to manage a world that has to be fairer, more egalitarian, more responsible, and more respectful of the environment. To make things happen in class, you have to learn by doing, and by extension, sharing, creating, and feeling. At Vives, we want our educational offer to contribute to disseminating and achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. To make things happen, just follow these steps with the help of our project. Apply the maker culture, so that daily work becomes a shared learning experience, fostering creativity and experimentation by carrying out tasks that facilitate competency-based learning, using proposals based on active methodologies. Manage talent, competency-based learning, knowing how to do, and knowing how to be, should allow each student to discover their qualities, abilities, and values, and thereby reinforce their self-esteem. Educate in digital, to ensure thoughtful and responsible use of digital tools and resources, and facilitate the personalization of the teaching learning process. Encourage motivation, with the possibility of learning by doing along with others. The application of gamification strategies that allow individuals and groups to enjoy the achievements obtained in the different learning challenges, and putting skills into practice. This project sets out a makerspace at the opening of each unit that turns students into the central characters in their own learning process. In each makerspace, students are invited to reflect on an inspiring phrase, and 4 tasks are available to train them in working in teams. Present, a task in which communication abilities and skills are put into play. Find out, a task focused on studying, reviewing, consolidating, or relating certain contents of the unit. Create, with the purpose of developing creativity and imagination to learn by doing. Investigate, with an emphasis on developing digital competence. Student books, printed and digital. Each unit starts with a makerspace. The teacher decides whether or not to work through the unit using the suggested tasks. The content pages are separate from those with activities to make it possible to use the book in different ways. The teacher's guide offers explanations, suggestions, and resources for developing maker spaces. Biographical information about the author of the phrase is provided, as well as its context and why it is used to introduce the unit. 2 suggested projects are also offered to develop a critical spirit and creative thinking. The wording of the task that is summarized in the student's book is complemented with further information. The theory and activity pages of the student's book are listed, allowing students to consolidate content related to the task. Suggestions on how to apply active methodologies are included, and on the steps to follow, as well as the list of materials, websites, and resources needed to carry out the task. The rubrics that can be applied for assessment are indicated, as well as the digital competencies and sub-competencies being worked on. On the Teacher's Resources page, you will find learning programs, solutions for the activities in the student's book, reinforcement, extension, and assessment materials, suggestions for active methodologies, learning documents, and specific resources for each subject. The digital licenses of Para que las cosas ocurran are multi-device and multi-platform. They can be used online and offline, and there is a version for the student and for the teacher. In the book, you have access to content, activities, and resources. The game is a digital adventure in which students form part of a hacker community that has to eliminate the viruses that the crackers have used to infect the internet. The missions are related to the course content. The bookmark tool allows you to create folders by themes in which you can save documents, presentations, and links. The teacher can share them with the students. There are also interactive and self-evaluation activities arranged by units. The multimedia module includes resources ordered by unit and type. The video lessons section provides a selection of videos chosen for their relationship with the content of the subject, as well as tools to introduce questions or comments into them. The Mind Maps tool allows you to create mind maps, enriching them with images, videos, and links. You will also find tools for the teacher that help in the production of assessment tests based on learning standards, consulting the teacher's guide to carry out tasks, and scheduling projects. And of course, access to the main G Suite apps.